What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Now, I just got to ask it. Are you one of the YouTube creators that are out there chasing likes and follows and YouTube's algorithm in order to get monetized? Well, I got to tell you, don't feel bad because I used to be one of them. But I got to tell you, this is not about YouTube's money anymore. And you should start thinking of it that way. Okay. This is about owning your own world, your audience, and your income. Okay, we have headed into this new economy, ladies and gentlemen. And what YouTube is trying to get you to do as a creator, it's not going to help you survive that new economy. So stick around for this episode and just give me the time to break down the world that we're headed into and how you can survive it after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Asia Branch. I am the founder of Now Voyager AI. Welcome to Pod Command. So for today's episode, I just want to kind of get a little bit more personal with all of you and kind of break down this new economy that we're headed in. But before I tell you about that, let me just give you this brief story. Before the turn of this new year, I was already doing a YouTube channel. It was called Brazen Insights, and I had grown it pretty well, right? I had gotten to 300 something followers, subscribers, and I was really proud of it. But I was suffering a burnout. Why? Because I was chasing YouTube's algorithm. I was doing everything that YouTube said do. I was posting regularly. I was doing the trending topics in politics and culture and doing reaction videos and stuff of that nature. But it wasn't thrilling for me anymore. I wasn't the person who liked talking about politics all the time. I mean, I'm political. I'm informed, but I couldn't do it all day, every day, as often as I needed to, in order to go viral or to be trending on YouTube to meet the algorithms criteria, if you will, for success. But then I decided this year, as I was learning new skills using AI, that I don't care about YouTube's money anymore. And you shouldn't either. I'm not telling you this as like I'm some expert, okay? Because I'm not. And I know in my last episode, I kind of went in about a particular tool that I think you can all leverage to create exclusive content. And the reason why I can speak on those tools with such authority is because, well, I've used them, right? I'm not saying this as like I'm some guru or I know everything or I'm some expert trying to sell you something. To be honest with you, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to get you into a course. I'm not trying to sell you, for you to subscribe to my own platform. I haven't even launched that yet. I'm just telling you, don't get caught up in that nonsense because it'll be discouraging and you'll end up like me quitting that YouTube channel because you'll be burnt out and there's no value in your burnout. And to be honest with you, the economy that we're headed in, that we are in now because of what AI has done, this attention economy that we were in, dead, totally dead. And if you're chasing likes and follows and comments and engagements like that, then I'm telling you now, you're not going to survive the next few years. By 2030, you can kiss the attention economy goodbye. Heck, by the end of this year, the attention economy is DOE, dead. It's DOA, excuse dead on arrival. It's not going to survive past 2025. And why is that? Well, I like to say it's because we are in what I call the imaginative economy. Now, the imaginative economy is built only for world creators. Now, I got to tell you, what is a world creator? Now, I came up with this title. This isn't something that I heard from like Dave Ramsey, but I did take some of what he had to say, particularly from what he did when he did his thing with Think Media podcast. That world creators are more than just content creators. They have a vision, right? So everything that they put their hands on, right? Their entire IP, their brand is the world itself that they're creating, and they use YouTube as the window to give audiences a view, a peek into that world. You need to be doing the exact same thing if you're like me and you're a creative person, right? I write just because the idea has to be written down. It's not enough just to write the concept. You got to write the whole damn book, even though you don't sell it. I write the whole damn teleplay and screenplay just because the idea has to be fleshed out. And now there's all these tools that I can use to create characters. They're talking to each other, and I can animate the images I see in my head. I can just write it down and ChatGPT will create the characters and I can get them talking to each other. This is fantastic. This is why I want you guys to look at some of the tools that I'm going to be mentioning and some of the platforms, because chasing YouTube, mm, not that's not a good thing. right? Because YouTube and all these gurus are teaching you how to survive the attention economy, but that's not what is going to survive. That's what I've learned. And it's not even just that the attention economy isn't going to survive, but you're not going to survive because there's always going to be someone that comes up behind you that is going to outproduce you simply because, well, they're going to use AI and they're going to clone themselves and they're going to use these tools to output long form videos, and it's going to be a clone of them doing it, and they no longer have to sit in front of the camera and put in the value, the work anymore, because they can output 30 videos a week because their clone is doing it. That's who you're up against. So the question is, are you going to be just another creator, another content creator, or do you have something actually to offer? Because here's the thing, audiences find your individuality and your vision, they find your perspective to be valuable. And so build a world with that. That's what now Voyager AI is. I mean, it is a whole world now. It is not just some YouTube channel. I have a Rumble channel. I've just created a locals channel. I'm building up my off platform, my website, where eventually, yes, I will be selling a subscription to watch my video on demand, my exclusive content. I'm building what I like to call my own personal Daily Wire. Daily Wire can charge $25 for a bunch of podcasts, and I damn sure can charge $1 to $5 for mine. And my YouTube and my Rumble channels, these are the things that I will use as funnels and as windows into that world. And I will run ads and do marketing, because remember what I said in my very other episode, 60% mindset business owner, the other 40% content creator. That's what a world builder does, because you're building a business. And I'm not here to chase likes. I'm not here to chase for attention. I'm not here to go viral. And when you're not doing that, my God, is the pressure off? My God, are you just feeling like, man, I could just focus on building my world and talking about it with all of you? And you should do the same thing. I'm telling you that that change in mindset just, it alleviates such stress. When I changed the way I thought, it was better. And I think you'll find yourself when you start looking at other platforms like Locals or Twitter, if you pay for it, like building your own website, if you're ready to pay for it, you find yourself in a different space because you know you're not chasing YouTube anymore. And I think that's what's healthy. That's what you need to start doing. And what matters the most is how you leverage the technology today so that way you can continue to create. If you have that imagination and you have these characters or you have this story you want to tell it. Use AI, because the beauty about the technology today, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that the barrier to entry is not so intense, and you can create stories leveraging it. I mean, let me just show you guys a few examples. Again, I'm not going to keep this episode going for a long time, but I do want to show you guys, just a brief thing of what exclusive content I was able to make available on one of the platforms that I'm leveraging. Here's one that I share on exclusively on my locals channel, ladies and gentlemen. And it's one of my favorite things that I've created. I am pretty proud of it. I'm not going to lie.
It's like a TV series with AI-driven chaos and a patriotic twist, right?
Absolutely, Allura. It's all about celebrating our nation's spirit. From the very start, when our friends on X, like Patriot Star, called it epic, you know that we're all in for a wild tech ride that comes straight from Now Voyager AI.
Let me tell you, excitement is contagious. I mean, when Faithful Fan on Locals said our kind of show.
I mean, we're not going to go into it, but this is one of the content that I create. And I'm so proud of this. And again, it's off platform. I don't share this on my Rumble channel. I don't share this show on my YouTube channel. It is exclusive on my locals. And right now I'm just sharing it on my Rumble channel so that way people, giving trailers and stuff. And why do I do this? Because these are my characters, Jerome and Alora, and they work for the fictional AI agency, Now Voyager AI, right? Because again, Now Voyager AI is my business that I'm building. But again, I wanted to create what I call mock podcasting, and we'll talk about that in a whole other thing. But you see how innovative that was, right? How I eventually just decided that I'm not going to following the trend. I'm going to trend set. I'm going to create a new genre of podcasting called mock podcasting. Why? Because I'm sick and tired of people cloning themselves and trying to convince me that what I know is BS, what I know is fake is real. So I create animated characters like Jerome and Alora, just like you see here. I mean, I am quite proud of this, quite proud of these characters. And this is what I'm saying you all could be doing, and why I think it's so important, ladies and gentlemen, for you all to do something like what you're seeing here. And I've made it exclusive, and I'll be going over some of the tools that you can use and leverage to create something like this, how I created each character, what platform I even use for such characters and this story, and what AI tools and how much they cost. And I'll keep it 100. I will start with how much things cost. I don't like those YouTube channels that bury that lead, but it's worth every dime. And this is what it means to be a part of that imaginative economy. I created a new genre of podcasting called mock podcasting, where fictional AI characters can talk about real world stuff or exist in a fictional world and talk about it. But let me know what you think. Do you think the attention economy is dead and that we're in the imaginative economy? Are you willing to learn how to use these tools? Let me know in the comment section. Are you ready to be a world creator and not just a content creator? Are you tired of chasing those algorithms and chasing those likes and follows? Are you ready to be more? Well, let me know what you think in the comment section. Make sure you like, sharing, and following this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm Asia Branch, but that's my time. Gotta head off to work. God bless you all, and until next time.